Nowitzki off balance by sending Mo Peterson to him before he could even put the ball on the floor.
And a rare air ball. Paul, strong move, and he's fouled. Foul is on Terry. And Chris Paul will head to the free throw line. And fast break points. How about that? Tells the story.
Well, two things. One, the team that's going to get fast break points, going to get the easy opportunity scores. And obviously for New Orleans, Chris Paul, his ability to put you back on your heels and make plays, number one in assists in the playoffs, and his ability to score does the major damage for New Orleans.
Now, another thing that speaks to this series as well, points in the paint. And the New Orleans Hornets are plus 40 overall in their 3 wins. 5 early on in Game 4, Dallas.
New Orleans loves running this play for a dunk.
There it is, Chandler.
They run pick and roll off the elbow with Chris.
And it's on Chandler as we take a look at this.
Side out of bounds play. Again, you see on the right side, everybody is loaded up. Nobody's there to be able to pick up Chandler as a roller. You got to keep the ball back on that same side. Still a good look for him. Again, Nowitzki on the switch. They got that ISO.
Here's Peterson for 3.
Well,
it's Nowitzki 0-3 from the field. You know, kid's not used to getting knocked out of the first round. It's Paul suspended.
Got a friendly bounce from the position of the shot.
He's 2-2. Is Howard from the floor, 4 points. Paul turns the corner to Chandler. How do you stop that?
Well, Dirk has got to give more help on top. He's got to see.
In New Orleans.
We get Chris Paul right here. That makes a nice pass. Coming up top for the 3-point shot. And then again off the dribble. Great defense by Terry. Double clutch. Nothing but net.
He was picked up in the second round by the Hornets. Signed as a free agent last summer to Dallas.
Again, they're going to need his defense on West.
He's been their only spark off of the bench, especially now.
We want to push it out to the fast break opportunities.
Nowitzki typically would shoot that shot, didn't, and turns it over.
Well, he saw the cutter coming in from the corner, but it wasn't as open as he thought.
And it leads to that right there. Group of young players, but they've responded coming out of the Hornets.
No, they have. First thing is come out, play aggressive defensively, run the floor, move the ball.
Here's Paul. It's a 3. And with 2 fouls, Paul, Chandler, Pargo, West, and Abonzi Wells.
Getting the switch by Nowitzki. Paul backs him up. Again, switch on the pick and roll, going to the mismatch with West and Stackhouse.
West, the double comes. Paul thought about it. Pargo, this is a 3. Drills it.
Great vision by Chris.
Terry stripped by Pargo on the floor. Loses it. Paul comes away with it.
Does a great job of just exploring and making the right read. Layup time.
And look at how the game changes with X6, a coop above.
But you got Chris Paul up top. He's got great vision. He's got the ball up here, and then he's looking at the man underneath the rim as the play develops. Kick out, and now he looks off the defender. They go weak side, and he finds Pargo wide open in the strong side corner for a 3-point shot.
As the locals say, yeah.
Keep him off him. Just back him in, turn around quickly, and just shoot the shot right over.
West gives it back. Chris Paul driving. Chandler.
Wow, what a pass. Great vision. He waits for the assist and go. Again, Paul taking it to the rim, hang time, and finds Chandler wide open when Dirk Nowitzki comes to help. He makes...
And look at what he's done with this franchise. David West. Kick out. Paul.
Got it. That's great right there. When you get that in and out game.
Assists and no turnovers, Coach.
Yeah, no, he's just amazing. Getting this pick and roll with the side cleared out again.
He only has 6 turnovers in the series. Fading. Paul shot. No. Chandler offensive rebound and the putback. Stojakovic. Since starting 4-4, Howard 0-3. He was slowed by 2 early fouls. Paul, no. Chandler keeps it.
Wide open situation for Howard.
And Mike, New Orleans 0-4 to start the quarter. And Peterson drills the 3, and you look at that swing, leaving it short of
more offense.
You see Chandler and Nowitzki getting tied up. Here's Paul.
Oh, great finish by Paul. Fast game over, made it a tough.
Meeting with Byron Scott before the game, he actually mentioned he used to beat him when you were the coach in shooting. You guys met up a few times. Paul drills the 4-4 in the first quarter. Since that time, he's 1-9, Coach. Paul, counter.
Again, you can't go under on him. You got to force some help.
Shot clock at 7. The Hornets utilize the time. Paul, and there's Howard with a rebound.
Player.
Rookie out of Kansas. Chandler denied up top. Guess who? Brandon Bass. But the Hornets connect.
You know, when the Mavericks are playing
free throw line. New Orleans 9 of 11.
In weak side, they try to set up a flare for Pargo.
Here's Chris Paul. Good.
You know, he's a much better shooter when he's sitting, standing still, feet set, three-point line.
As a Maverick, he shot 46% from three-point range. It's a 10-point game. With under 3 minutes ago, and Chris Paul has made 6. And you see Avery Johnson telling Devin George to come out. Redirects Paul. Shot clock down to 5. Chris Paul. Crossover. Paul pulls back. Chris Paul.
He's so great.
All right, we look forward to that as they get the clock situation straightened out. By the way, the Hornets against San Antonio this year, 2-2. And when you look at their wins, they were pretty big. 102-78 at San Antonio back on January 26th. And then on March 12th, they won at 100-75 against Detroit. Chandler sets the screen. Shot clock to 5. Paul. Paul leaves it short, tapped out. Now they have to foul.
The best free throw.
Nowitzki. No. That's going to do it. Chris Paul the rebound. And the Hornets take the series from the Dallas Mavericks and advance to the second round of the NBA playoffs. Scott, the NBA Coach of the Year, has led his team through the first round, and now they'll advance to the second round for only the 5th time as an organization and the first time as the New Orleans Hornets. And for the Mavericks, the 2nd consecutive year that they have been knocked out of the NBA Western Conference postseason in the first round. And let's send it over to Pam Oliver, who's standing by with Chris Paul. Pam?
Well, Chris Paul, it turned out it wasn't so easy, but how satisfying was it in the end?
Man, it's great. This feels great to know that we're at the first round. We beat a tough Dallas team, but we showed a lot of poise right here at the end. We let them back in the game, but luckily we pulled it out.
What have you learned about yourselves as a team that you can use in the next round?
No, we're going to fight. We're always going to fight, no matter what the environment is like, especially on the road. We really stick together, and that's what makes this team special.
And finally, everywhere you go in this city, everybody talks about how much they need this victory from the Hornets in this series. I mean, how do you share that with them?
I mean, everything that we've done this year is all about this city. It's about rebuilding the city of New Orleans. The fans have been here for us. They're the reason why we're playing so well, and we appreciate everything they're doing for us.
Got a little more work to go. Thanks, Chris. Back to you, Matt.
All right, thank you so much, Chris Paul. Yeah, you're right.